Welcome to Reno in December. Here are just a few things to see during the festive winter holidays. Big, colorful architecture, indoor and outdoor activities, tasty cuisine, huge art sculptures from Burning Man that line the streets, and perhaps most intriguing, the wildlife. And this is me under the famous Reno Arch on a special night where thousands of Santas get together. But we'll get back to that. First, let me take you back to the beginning of my weekend in the biggest little city in the world. You guys, I'm so excited. I'm here in Reno, staying at the El Dorado. We are up on top of the parking garage right now because I'm gonna get some really cool photos with the Silver Legacy behind me when it lights up at night. It's gonna be really, really cool. I cannot wait for it. And we're just kind of waiting for it to light up and the sun to drop a little bit. Now it's time to check in, so let's head down to the lobby. Oh wow, there's an open air elevator. That's cool. I've actually not been in one before. Nice. Well, I have not been in one before that like opens to, or you can see going down. The front desk has this gorgeous Art Deco looking chandelier, and for the Christmas holiday they had these gigantic baubles also hanging from the ceiling. So I was a bit sad about not getting a view of the Silver Legacy out of my hotel room, but I did get a really cool view of the bowling stadium with its awesome silver ball on top, so I'm not totally upset about that. Also, I'm going to be down there tonight for the Santa crawl, and we're going to get to take that huge photo underneath of the Reno Arch. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I think it's going to be pretty wild. It's 4 p.m. and they have turned on the Reno sign. Since it was still a bit too early for pictures, we headed off to Circus to pick up crawl cups. Future Laura here. The brief explanation of the crawl cup is that it lets you waive cover charges and gives you access to other perks, and more on those later. We walked from the El Dorado through the Silver Legacy to get to Circus. They all connect, so you don't need to walk beside traffic. To make things easy on us, the organizers of the Santa Crawl had left stickers on the ground guiding participants to the pickup area. I also spotted Gordon Ramsay's kitchen while I was walking, but there won't be time to eat there this evening, so I'll be back another night this trip. Now it's finally late enough to get back to the parking garage, so let's head up. So the inspiration for this shoot is because I've been seeing stuff about Wicked for Good absolutely everywhere, and I knew that the silver would be this incredible looking Oz Palace at night, so I really just could not pass up a photo shoot in front of it. Now I have to admit that I've never actually seen the Wicked movies. I'm not usually drawn to musicals very much, but I may have to remedy that now. Alright you guys, I just got some photos in front of the Silver Legacy. It's lit up all beautiful and green like the Oz Palace. I can't wait to see how they turned out. Hopefully it was good. So how did the pictures turn out? Now FYI, the Instagram versus reality of this rooftop is that it's absolutely covered in grime. My actual expression while editing these photos. After snapping some wicked pics, it was back downstairs for a quick bite to eat at El Jefe's, after which I quickly ran down the street to borrow a time machine to go back a week and make myself some fancy headwear. I just got a box of awesome stuff from Amazon. We have a Santa hat, sequin snowflakes on it, super festive, very fuzzy. This really pretty sparkly star crown. Okay, and that's my base. I want to do like a snow queen, kind of like ice crown. So I got these icicles, and this pack had 2 different sizes in it, which is actually pretty cool. It's what I wanted. So we've got like a longer piece and a shorter piece, and I'm not sure how I'm going to space them out yet. Maybe longer, shorter, longer again. Whoops. I'm going to hot glue everything onto the base crown, and hopefully everything will stay on that way. I'll have everything linked in the description below in case you want any of these. I'll put the glue on the flat side and then I will paste it onto the back of the crown. Ooh, yeah, maybe I start way up here and make these ones super tall. We'll see. All right, now that the hot glue is ready, we will just apply it to our icicle. And I'm putting it on the icicle instead of the crown so that I can place this exactly where I want. Placing it a little higher. You want to make a lot of contact as much as possible. And then you just want to hold it there for a minute or two, just so that everything feels sturdy. And then where all the gaps are, like you can go back in with the hot glue gun and kind of go along the edges to make sure it's like really, really stuck on there, because nothing more embarrassing than having your crown fall apart while you're out and about. It's not straight. It's not straight. Okay. Well, if you pull pretty hard, you can pull this off. If you make a mistake, it's not the end of the world. Like, this is metal, so the glue will come off of it. It's not like it's gonna like melt into. So if you do screw it up while you're trying to give somebody instructions, then you can just peel it off and start again. You don't have to peel all of it off, just get like the big chunky stuff. And that's why I don't have any fingernails. All right, let's try this again. Instead of blathering on to you guys while I do this, I'm going to focus on getting it straight this time. So now I will be quiet. Actually, keep it straight. All right, one down, several more to go. If you guys are curious, this is what I'm listening to get into the Christmas spirit. Yeah, I'm really not very much of a Christmas music person. The only thing I truly enjoy as far as Christmas music goes that I can think of at the top of my head is like the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, particularly the Christmas Eve track. I actually really love this. So much fun. That finished, I zipped back to the present and promptly broke it. Well, I almost ripped off one of these little spikes, so I had to tie it on with floss because that's the only thing I have right now. I hope it stays for all night.
But what would I wear?
Crisis averted, I quickly glammed up and joined the revelry with my Christmas-hating bodyguard. Then it was off to my first activity, so now seems like a good time to explain the rest of the crawl cup rules. I actually ended up not needing the cup because I wasn't out drinking, and I didn't end up doing any of the activities that this will give you like free access to, like no covers or access to costume contests, whatever. Didn't end up doing any of that, so it will definitely be up to you whether or not you get one of these things. Now what was really useful was this map of the city activities that they give you when you go get your cup. So they give you parties, 41 where to attend, so there's dance, food, or a contest, and each of these are coded. So like this first one, F for food, and you've got dance, and food, you've got dance and contest. So it's actually kind of nice, you know exactly what's going on where. And this tells you like what the cup gets you, live carolers, let's see, group photo, and then they tell you this year it was at 10 p.m. so that was there. You know, you ended up with the cups and you wander all the way through here and down, and of course rules. And then on the back it gives you a little bit more information, screening of Bed Santa, Arch Plaza, all these different things, contests, what time the contests are happening, and of course where. These are all the drink specials for each brewery. You can also get hotel discounts. I actually got the Black Friday or Cyber Monday deal on the room at the El Dorado where I stayed, but you can also get discounts when you buy a cup, so keep that in mind. So what activity did I do? Axe throwing! Wait, what is this? Violent night? Krampus seems to think so anyway. I mean, just look at that baby cage. Anyway, after a few dead throws, I quickly got the hang of throwing overhead and really enjoyed myself. Now I have to quickly make it back for the arch photo. It's only a 5-minute walk from Reno Axe, but as you can see from the official footage, I almost didn't make it in time. After the big photo under the arch, I decided I wanted to get a closer look at the space whale sculpture at City Plaza, so it was another 5-minute walk back towards the river for more exploring. Alright, we are here at the space whale. Look at that! I can't think of a more magical way to have ended the evening. After an action-packed evening, it was time to take a quick break from the city. We're out biking at Lake Tahoe today. There's a beautiful inversion of clouds all over the lake. Now it's lifting and it's very sunny and pretty. This is the East Shore Trail, and it's a paved bike path that runs from the Tunnel Creek parking lot to Sand Harbor State Park. It's approximately 5.5 miles out and back and features a muraled tunnel as well as fabulous views of the crystal clear waters of Lake Tahoe. There was a beautiful sunset on the way out, and I even made a new friend. Now in Reno again after a relaxing day biking, and it's back up to the room to dress up and go check out the dining experience at Ramsey's Kitchen. Maybe it's just me, but the top of this lamp looks like a Pokeball. Now I just have to take a quick moment to show off this amazing metal belt I'll be wearing tonight. You're seeing it with me for the first time. Oh, wow. This is a vintage metal belt. Look at that. Oh, I cannot wait to see how this looks on. It's so pretty. And I think I'm gonna wear it out this weekend. I can't believe it was only $50 on Poshmark. That's an insane price. Now, while I was absolutely obsessed with the decor, I was less impressed with the food. Not because it was bad necessarily, it just wasn't what I wanted. They have since updated their website to list the salmon dish instead of the whitefish, but I thought I'd be ordering the latter. Sometimes I like salmon, but even though it had a delightfully crispy skin, the rest of the flavors just weren't for me. The ambiance and the service was incredible though. After leaving dinner around 9, I had a brief date with Captain Morgan before heading outside to check out all of the nearby sculptures. Check this out, the silver is beautiful in the background, and you have this cool sculpture with the El Dorado, and it's from Burning Man 2018. That's This blue one? Cool. These lights light up the entire building. They shoot that light all the way up to the top. Those have got to be crazy powerful. It's changing and it's already gone. Wow, it moves that fast. As soon as it starts to change, I'm gonna try to whip it. Gosh, look at the crazy detail in this sculpture. Oh wow, I think, what is this? The hat's not right for a pirate though. It's like a, I don't know. We have ourselves a beautiful starship. Look at this thing. Oh my god, it looks so cool. I want to climb inside of it and look out that porthole. The next morning, I decided to take one last detour before the weekend was over and went out to Red Rock Trail, which is a 40-minute drive from the hotel. And they really don't call them red rocks for nothing. The hillside is made up of truly striking orange and white rock formations, which you can see from the highway. If you guys want to know how my picture-taking adventures usually start, this is a really good visualization. Usually a bumpy road and a lot of hiking into the mountains and then changing out there somewhere and getting some really crazy photos. Well, the road is pretty rough out here, but you can definitely drive up to the base of these, which is really neat. It's nice to be able to get close. Was not kidding about the hiking up the hills. This is how it starts. Now that I found a great spot, I'll change really quickly and snap some pics. And now, off to get myself in place. Alright, I am back in regular clothes and I'm going to enjoy a nice afternoon of hiking out here. This is insane. Look at all of these beautiful rock formations. This is such a glorious spot to be. It's a little hard to climb because all of this rock is very crumbly, but it's absolutely worth it. There really is just every single color you can imagine in these rocks up here, and they are in the most fantastic formations. I feel like I'm in, I don't know, Mars or some other crazy alien world. I've dropped down into this wash and I'm going to hike this out back to the truck. Look at the absolutely insane view that I have on my way out. Oh my god, I could just stay here. I could build a house right here and just look at these all day, every day for the rest of my life.